Okay. Hey guys, Mr. Wolfie. I thought I would make a video explaining what counts as a power weapon in the context of Halo Infinite. We did this with the other games in the series except for 5, but we'll do it on this one. Since we don't have Forge, the best way I found to do this is, if you notice above the weapon there's a little colored hexagon. Is it a hexagon? Yeah, it's a hexagon. And it's got a little explosive looking thing. Any weapon with that utilizes what's called power weapon ammo in the campaign. And so technically you could use that to determine what is a power weapon. Now the thing is, normally the general rule of thumb is that a power weapon is something that is a one-hit kill, like a one-shot kill. The thing is, the Cinder Shot is not. So right off the bat, that's a little bit interesting. But also there's these secondary power weapons that aren't classifiably power weapons that, if you notice, it uses a different color. That's actually kinetic ammo for the Bulldog. But when you have these weapons, or someone has these weapons, they don't respawn. You have to use up all the ammo, or the weapon has to despawn before this timer starts back, so that there's only one on the map at a given time. As an example, when you pick up the Pulse Carbine, which uses plasma energy, little blue swirls there, the timer starts immediately. And that's true for most weapons. There's just a few weapons where it doesn't. And we'll really quickly check out the Shock Rifle, if you notice, which uses electrical ammunition. It's also a red no respawn thing. There's actually pretty interesting the weapons that fall into that category. So on this map, there's technically 3 quote-unquote power weapons, but there's another. So the Sentinel Beam also is a red no respawn thing. So you've got different classes of weapons with different categorizations. So what would you call an actual power weapon? The Cinder Shot apparently is. We can go to the training options here and switch to, we can just look at every weapon. Let's look at the obvious stuff. Is the energy sword and is the gravity hammer? If you pick up the energy sword, it has power. If you pick up the hammer, it has power. So let's try. What about the heat wave? What about the Hydra? Heat wave is hard light. The Hydra is actually kinetic. So of course, see the rockets. The Mangler I know is not, ironically. Rockets should be power weapon. Mangler's kinetic. By the way, the Cinder Shot is like my favorite gun in this game. It's amazing. What have we not tried? Needler. Let's check out the Ravager. Needler is kinetic. Odd a little bit. Ravager is plasma. Both of these weapons, by the way, spawn on, they're not on this particular map. By the way, Streets is also my favorite map, so I don't know, that's why I'm here. I can't do this like machinima style like my other videos because the theater mode in this game is so broken that I can't get clips and stuff. Like, it just doesn't work. So I'm having to live stream it, unfortunately. So, just like the Shock Rifle and the Bulldog, and actually the Heat Wave, the Needler spawns on a rack where it does not respawn. I think it's actually classifiably replaced by the Sentinel Beam. They're considered in the same category. By the way, the Sentinel Beam apparently is hard light. Okay, so let's check out Sniper. And we already looked at Shock Rifle. Skewer. This one should be pretty obvious. Yeah, Sniper's power. Skewer's power. And then let's check out the Stalker Rifle, I guess, and the Commando, even though I'm pretty confident the Commando's not. Stalker Rifle's plasma, Commando's kinetic. The Stalker Rifle, by the way, will spawn up here instead of the Shock Rifle, and actually they're interchangeable on other maps too. So it's classifiably one of the weapons that does not respawn as long as you have it and have energy in the weapon. So, what we can gather there is that
Cinder shot inbound.
the power weapons specifically are that, like, the game classifies through the use of whatever ammo it's using, are Cinder Shot, Energy Sword, Gravity Hammer, Spanker, Sniper, Skewer, and that's it. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weapons. 6 weapons. And then we have secondary power weapons, which are weapons that are not one-hit kills, which the Cinder Shot isn't either, but they're also... actually, that's ironic because some of these are one-hit kills. Like, check it out. Like, the Bulldog is a secondary power weapon because it doesn't respawn as long as there's somebody has it on the map and there's still ammunition in it. Same with the Heat Wave. Same with the Needler and the Sentinel Beam. The Shock Rifle and the Stalker Rifle. So that's another 6 weapons. The thing is, the Shock Rifle is a one-hit kill, technically. It's actually doing 3 shots worth of damage, but if you get a headshot, then it's an insta-kill with 1 headshot.
Shot available.
As long as all 3 little shots connect, and they do pretty consistently. If you can hit the head at all, it pretty much works. Point is, technically the Shock Rifle is more of a power weapon than the Cinder Shot, but I don't know, man. So the game is a little weird with how it categorizes its power weapons, it seems like. I mean, some of it fits where you would think, but some of it's a little different. None of the other weapons are classifiably power weapons, even though the Hydra has some strength uses when it comes to, like, killing vehicles. It's, you know, it's not that powerful. The Mangler honestly feels like a power weapon. I think the Mangler should be on one of the racks similar to the Bulldog, where it only respawns when it runs out of ammo or something, because it is very, very powerful and it is very, very abusable. And people actually really want to nerf the damage it does or remove it from the playlists altogether, but I think if they just changed where it's spawned, I think it'd be the fix. Like, put it more to the middle of maps and make it, like, put it here. Maybe, I don't know, I like the Sentinel Beam. I don't want to replace the Sentinel Beam or anything, but like a Mangler could go there, and then it wouldn't just be... Well, it's not even any on this map, but you know what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the maps where you get a Mangler, you literally get it as you spawn, you grab it off the wall and keep going, like, right off the bat. Like, that's a problem. But anyway, I digress. So, what we've got is 6 straight-up power weapons, 6 pseudo-power weapons that are just really strong weapons that the game classifies as worthy of not respawning multiple times in a match, as long as there's some in play. And then a bunch of other weapons that are just sort of niche purpose weapons that some of them actually should be considered power weapons, frankly. So, anyway, that's it. Thought I'd make that super duper easy. I like to just sit here and listen. This, by the way, is the best map in the game to me. Like, there's so much thought put into it. Anyway, I am going to call it there. I hope we learned some things today. I actually learned 1 or 2 things myself because I I didn't really think about this before I started doing it. I just wanted to try it out. So that's pretty much that. All right. So now we know basically what a power weapon is, and basically what the game considers strong enough to be considered a power weapon in the context of matchmaking. So anyway, peace out. Love you guys. This has been Mr. Wolfie.